Hi, my name is Claire Williams, and I'm the Talent Development Leader with the People Side, and I'm sitting here today in the Leadership Living Room. So I recently left my corporate job doing leadership development in corporate classrooms to come and do leadership development differently, and the Leadership Living Room is a huge reason why I made that leap. And we actually held a leadership living room in this space yesterday. It was my first time getting to be involved in one. It was every bit as amazing as I knew it would be. Our theme this month with the Game Changers for the People Side is psychological safety. How do we create psychologically safe spaces and environments for our teams and organizations to thrive? And that is the foundation of the leadership living room. Because you know what corporate classrooms are like. You know what team offsites generally feel like. You're in a space that doesn't invite you to show up as your authentic self. You're seeing PowerPoints, you're doing participant guides, going through some nice activities, but at the end of the day, have you had a really transformational experience? Have you made true shifts in yourself or in how you're relating to the people around you that make you show up differently when you go back into your normal space in the workplace on Monday? And oftentimes what I've seen time and time again is no. And the leadership living room is founded upon the premise that for true development and transformation to happen as individuals and as a team, we have to start from a place of psychological safety. And so we imagined what would this space look like if we created true psychological safety from start to finish. And so here's what this day went like yesterday. So this team, they arrived to this beautiful home, and right away you walk in and you don't feel like you're at a corporate offsite. You feel like you're in someone's home. And we started the day around a kitchen table with coffee mugs. We had these cards in this fishbowl that we passed around to people. And this was just a way to get the day started off. It was a little bit of a warm up to get people easing into some conversations that help them later in the day go into conversations that really deeply need to happen. But this is a little bit more of an ease in and just an example of the kind of experiences that we create in the leadership living room. So people pass the fishbowl, draw a card. It says, if you could travel in time, where would you go? The next one is, when and why did you have the best laugh of your life? So there's some of these that are lighter and that get the group laughing. But then you might draw one that says, what is something you see me do that makes me less effective? And you can imagine things get a little bit more real then, a little bit more sober. But because you've created some psychological safety already in the space and in the kinds of conversations that you've started the day with, people just, what I saw yesterday is they just start to ease into it. And then, the day consists of really special touches. We asked in advance things like, what does your team love to eat? What are their favorite beers? And so we actually went to 4 different liquor stores looking for this one specific beer that we knew somebody on the team loved. And so when they come into this space and they see that beer in the fridge, they feel like home. And the result of that, and what I saw play out yesterday, is people are so much more quick to kind of be their shoes off self and be authentic and to go into pretty vulnerable spaces as a team, not just for kicks, but because there were some real conversations that needed to happen amongst this team. And what we heard going into it was the leaders of the team weren't necessarily sure if the team was going to be willing to go there and work through some of the things that they needed to work through. And early in the day, we knew it was going to work because we saw them show up fully and start to say the hard things that needed to be said. And I will tell you, for me, it was the most meaningful day of my entire career doing leadership development, because I saw people transforming as individuals and then also relationships transforming in front of my eyes. I mean, it was pretty powerful. So here's what I would say. If you or someone in your organization has a team in crisis, or just a team that needs some sort of a checkup, a recalibration, get themselves into a place of higher performance as a team, Or maybe it's not an intact team, but it's a group of leaders. Maybe it's high potential women, for instance. But a smaller group that could benefit from being in an intimate, shoes off self environment to do some really powerful transformational leadership and team development. Or maybe it's just a group that you want a customized experience for. Those are all reasons why you should consider the Leadership Living Room. It will be like nothing you've ever experienced in the corporate world. And it will be a day that you and your team and your group will never forget. And it will be time and an investment well spent. And I can't wait to talk to this team that we saw yesterday on Monday. I can't wait to talk to them in a week from now, in a month from now, in 6 months from now, and to continue to hear the stories of how this experience wasn't just about a one and done event, but it was step one in an ongoing process of transformation for this team and this group of leaders. And if you're interested in that, or just want to hear more about what could that look like for my needs or my group, please visit thepeopleside.com. Give us a call. We can do a 30-minute consultation for free just to share more about what this experience would look like and if it might be a fit for you. And we look forward to seeing you in the future in the Leadership Living Room.